Ready with me while I talk about the ridiculous things that this girl that claimed to be a girl's girl has done to me.
Hey beautiful people, how you're doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video happens to be the messy side of TikTok. So I was on the messy side of TikTok and this video just got everybody talking. So apparently this content creator on TikTok came on TikTok to do Get Ready With Me, and she decided to share a story of how she ghosted her friend. She wanted to share the story of how her friend was like kind of liking her boyfriend, how she didn't like how the friend was acting around the boyfriend, how a friend took her boyfriend's hoodie. She just listed some of the things the friend did, and that just got her like iffy, and then she decided to just ghost the friend, which got messier. But after she gave her own story, the friend, she didn't mention this friend's name, the friend decided to hop on the Beyonce internet to give her own side of the story of what happened, which just got messy. So we're going to hear the original creator tell our own story, and then the friend come to tell our own part of the story, and also came to explain more after people called her out. Ciao. Messy. Anyway guys, let's go check out these videos and then we'll come back and talk.
Ready with me while I talk about the ridiculous things that this girl that claimed to be a girl's girl has done to me. For context, I've never ever in my life had to cut out a person cold turkey, and I've never had to go through a friendship breakup because genuinely I feel like I only open up to the people that deserve my time, and I end up loving them for a lifetime, hopefully. But this girl was just an exception. I am going to try my best to talk through all of this without raging. The first one is not that bad, I guess, compared to the other things that she's done, but the day that she met my boyfriend, or like a couple days into it, she added him to her close friend story and just started posting the random TMIs on her stories, like a attention trap. Not even a thirst trap, it's like attention trap. And this was before my boyfriend and I started dating, but like everyone knew that we were into each other. This one kind of goes with the first one. She borrowed my boyfriend's hoodie when we were all over at his house because she was cold. And then she took the hoodie home, which is fine, girl, like be warm, stay warm, don't get cold. But she continues to wear that hoodie for the next 2 weeks and posts all about it on social media. A picture of her in his hoodie. Which is, again, I can let it pass, whatever. Starts to randomly show her love for the brand that my boyfriend likes. Never heard this girl brag about how much she likes this brand before. Never. Until she met my boyfriend. Spending hours getting ready to see him, calling up my other friend and telling her that she thinks he's cute and that she could see herself getting along with him while we were already dating. Getting him the sandwich that he mentioned he likes, and then volunteering to wake up early so that she can hand the sandwich to him so that he can take it to work.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised right now because now that I'm talking about this months after it actually happened, I find this hilarious. I'm not even raging anymore. I just think it's kind of funny how hard this girl is trying. Honestly, I don't blame you, girl. My boyfriend is cute. Just hope you can find a new man to buy sandwiches for every morning. Goodbye, and I wish you the best.
Let me just clear up some misconceptions that people are having online about me. So I don't know if you saw the video yet, but there is a video about a girl talking about why she ghosted a friend and the reasons behind that. And I am that friend that's been ghosted. And it's just so baffling to me that I had to find out this way when I have reached out so many times, desperately asking you what was wrong. The points that were made in this video, 3 points that I remember. Close friends, let's start with that. She's saying that I was trying to get at her boyfriend, whatever, because I added him on my close friends. First of all, close friends don't mean a lot to me, and it was not only him that I added, it was everyone that I met that night. We met at a club together on my birthday, and she whispered to me thinking that there was a guy over there that she thought was cute. As her best friend, I'm gonna play Cupid. I went to him and I was like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute, you guys should chat it up. They chatted it up, ended up going well, so we went back to his apartment with him and his friends and me and my friends. So we all kind of became like just comfortable with each other. And obviously if I'm comfortable with you, I'm just going to add you to my close friends. It's really not a big deal. The attention traps, I don't know what she was referring to, because if it was attention traps, like why would she also be on the close friends? If I just wanted that to be an attention trap, I would only add, guys, I'm trying to get at, I don't know, but I post thirst trap on my public story so that everyone can see that. The hoodie. I'm just notorious for not giving back hoodies, and I am sorry. I just took longer to give this one back because it was really cute. It's not because it was his hoodie and like I wanted to keep it longer and like I just wanted to feel cozy up in his hoodie. It was literally because it was cute. The sandwich is like the most iconic part of this story. You and I both know, babes, that sandwich was an expression of my gratitude for mounting my TV. Oh, and at this time, like, we were living together too, me and this girl. We were living together. We were roommates. So they were together. Us three were together in my room mounting the TV and like making jokes and making fun. And then like I really wanted my TV mounted and he did it. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm so thankful. Let me show my gratitude in some way other than just being like, thank you. So I picked up a sandwich after work at a bakery that's right next to my work. And I put it in the fridge and I was like, okay, perfect. We have a sandwich secured for you. Come pick it up before work tomorrow so you can eat it before it spoils. Because why the fuck would I get you a sandwich and have it spoil, you know? She came with him to pick it up. I handed her the sandwich. If I really cared about like me getting him the sandwich because it was like for him, I would have wanted to hand it to him, but I didn't care. It was just a form of expression. I would have done this for anyone else. It doesn't matter that it was him. Left the friendship with the other girl together and villainized me. And now 1 year later, you come on TikTok to talk about it is so low. And why am I blocked? I literally saw the video, I commented, and I said, let's not leave out details. Why'd you delete the comment? I'm sick of staying quiet. I'm sick of having to hear from other people. I heard this about you from her. I respected that you had your own perspective on things, but now that I know this is the reason, I'm so glad that you're not in my life anymore. I want to say I don't think anyone is like right or wrong in this situation. I am fully aware that the video that I uploaded before this could be very like me trying to defend myself, and it is because it's my side of the story, so I'm going to say it how I felt it, and I know that I did none of those with ill intention. The hoodie thing, yeah, I completely acknowledge that that's crossing boundaries, and I wish I had known earlier to set stronger boundaries, but now I learned the hard way, and now I know that not everyone takes it as lightly as I do, because I was just putting it in my position, and it's like if my best friend is cold and my boyfriend chooses to give her a hoodie, like I honestly won't mind her keeping the hoodie, because it's like I just don't see a huge significance in it, but I can see that for some people it plays a huge significance. So that is my bad, and I would never try to get with my best friend's boyfriend, and that is a fact. All the girls around me who know me truly know this about me, so I am very grounded in that. So kind of sucks though that my personality is like being portrayed that way online, but I mean I can't do anything about it because it is online drama, and I decided to make a response to the video. But I'm human. I learn from my mistakes. I'm in no way in my other videos saying that I'm right and she's wrong and she has no right to feel the way that she did. And like, honestly, like I respect opinions. So it's like, if that's the way she felt, that's the way she felt. All I was saying is that I acted the way that I did because of X, Y, and Z. And I know I did a very like lighthearted video response, but that's just how I cope. I take serious issues kind of less serious so that it doesn't seem as serious, but trust me, I'm going through it too, okay? Yeah, so please be nice. I think there's always two sides to the story, and there are just a lot of details that she's not sharing and I'm not sharing. So I really wish it wasn't taken online and it was communicated like privately. That's not the case, and here we are today. Please please don't assume that you know everything and like know my character, because you really don't. You saw like a 3-minute video of me.
Please go down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. What do you think about what went down between these two friends? Do you think that the second friend, the one that kept the hoodie, she was wrong? Go down and share your thought. This video has gotten a lot of people to talk about girl code, friendship, and how to identify red flags in friendship and all that. I find a lot of the conversation people were having about this situation as a reference to talking about friendship. I find it very, very interesting. So let's go check out other people's thoughts on this, and then I'll come back and share my own thought. But you please go down in the comment section and share your thought. You guys know I love reading from you guys, so go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. So with that said, let's go check other people's thoughts.
There is a video about a girl talking about why she ghosted a friend and the reasons behind that.
I'm going to give you 5 signs of a bad friend, because I firmly believe that you should be around people who 100% got your back. Let's go. 1, the friend that you know will not be happy for you, so you don't tell them your good news. If you have a friend that you do not tell your good news to because you know the energy immediately shifts, they all of a sudden become serious, they're not happy for you, so you just don't tell them your good news, they're not your friend, get rid of them. Those who are in secret competition with you, those are not your friends. Years ago, I had a friend who she got promotion and I was so happy for her. So happy for her. The first thing she did, yep, and I'm going to be making more money than you. Haha. What? What? I was 100% happy for you. What are you talking about? Why are you even saying stuff like that? You cannot be friends with someone who secretly competes with you, because they are always looking at you as competition, not as a friend. They don't support you in any way. And I know people are going to say this is not a big deal, but even on your social media posts, if you are noticing that your friend likes and comments on everyone's posts, but doesn't ever like any of yours or comments on yours, there must be a reason for that. Why are you liking everyone else's posts and not mine? They tell people who are not your friends your very personal business. For example, I went through a divorce a few years ago. It was a very traumatizing time in my life. I told a good friend, or I thought she was a good friend. She went and told someone who was not a good friend of mine, not an enemy, but we just weren't cool like that. Anyway, the other girl started telling me all these intimate details of my divorce. Well, that was it. I ended the friendship with my friend. You know why? Because your friends that are not my friends should not know my personal business. I just thought of one more. They stay friends with your ex, although your ex did you dirty. No, not cool. And last, this may sound cliche, but your mom hates them. Your mom hates them. Your mom tells you this is not your friend. Every time that has happened to me, my mom has been 100% right.
I want to put my 2 cents into those 2 girls who were friends, the girl who ghosted and then the other girl who responded. And I saw the response video from that girl, Jo. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that first. And then I went to go see the friend who ghosted her's video. After watching both, I still stand by what I think. The girl f***ed, bro. Because if you want to say that you're friends with everybody, you are not a friend to me. The older that I get, the more that I'm like, loyalty is important when it comes to your friends. And that's one thing that my friends are well aware. Oh, what the fuck? Ignore that. My friends are well aware that I am not a friend to their partner, to their husbands, to their boyfriends, to their girlfriends. I'm not a friend to them. Nor do I want to be a friend to them. And would I be nice? Yeah. Am I going to be cordial as long as they are? I will be. And we can kiki all we want. However, if things go south, I'm going to have my friends back. I don't care what the situation is, whatever my friend did, whatever my friend said, I'm going to believe her because they're my friend. And the hoodie part alone, girl, if you were my friend, I would have beat the out of you at that point. If you have to think, oh, I can see how that can be looked at wrong, you already up. You already overstepped the boundary.
Just my unnecessary 2 cents in the whole situation with, I think their names are Kelly and Jo. Bad friends don't really realize that they're bad friends to you until they receive consequences such as being ghosted, just because they don't consider you. So because they don't consider you, they don't realize that they're being, because they don't think, oh, if they were to do this to me, I would feel like a piece of shit. So yeah, it's clearly a case of I'm a bad friend. I don't realize that I'm doing bad friend things, and clearly I'm the victim because my business was aired out, even though the name wasn't spoken, but the ego was hurt, and that's why she came out with that video. So yeah, I think people need to start reconsidering whether or not they're good friends, because most of the time they're
wake up, new drama drops, and it's Hoodie Girl. This girl broke the golden rule of the internet. If someone makes a story time about you and they don't say your name, you do not tell the world that it was about you. I am so glad she broke that rule because I woke up to the best, juiciest TikTok drama I have heard in a while. A while back, this girl here made a story time about how she ghosted and cut off a friend of hers completely. And the friend replied. All their videos are still public. I've put their usernames right here. If you still can't find them, I put them in my publicly visible favorites folder. The biggest thing I was mad about in this whole story was the hoodie. The boyfriend of one of the girls let the other girl borrow his hoodie. And instead of returning the hoodie, the girl that was not the guy's girlfriend, she wore that hoodie for multiple days on end. I know that if my boyfriend ever got a hoodie that has been worn by another chick back, he would have to burn it. He'd have to burn it. Other person's scent, essence, is it just me? If someone wore your boyfriend's hoodie, some other girl wore it for multiple days and then gave him back the hoodie, would you? I wouldn't even have to tell my boyfriend to burn it. He would just throw it away. Other person's essence will be forever embedded in that. He would still understand, and he's a man, and the fact that that girl is defending her action, honestly, I like both these girls. They are both brave enough to not private that. It is out there. Watch them and tell me which one of them you think is in the right and who's in the wrong. All that I know is that I've watched enough YouTube story times to know that if anyone ever makes a story time about me and they don't say my name, I am not gonna tell the internet that that story time was about my example. If my college roommate was a YouTuber, I know there would probably be a story time out there about me being the worst roommate. And if I saw it, I wouldn't say it. Because if she posted how I made jello shots in January and left them in the living room of the dorm until March, and she didn't say my name, she would be doing me a favor. If she posted about that and 10 other much worse things that I did, I would not reply, being like, oh, it turns out I was diagnosed with like ADHD. And it's like, not my fault. No. My friend. I would say thank you for not mentioning me by name, and I would move on.
To the right of me, I have a girl who did a get ready with me / spilling the tea, and she essentially is talking about how she ghosted her friend. The friend she is talking about is up above. I'm going to link the videos in the comments, but I do encourage you to go and watch both videos. The end of 2023 is approaching, but why not start purging those relationships, friendships, and just removing whatever doesn't serve you? I think we're all at a point where we're tired of settling in our friendships or relationships. So I wanted to give you guys some signs that you have a bad friend, or you might even be that bad friend yourself. Starting at number 1, this is a big one because I resonate with this, and I've caught myself doing this. But you go out of your way to keep good news to yourself that you otherwise would have shared with this person. Your friends are supposed to be happy for you, and when you tell them good news, you should feel good about yourself, and they should feel good about your accomplishments as well. 2, friends who are in secret competition with you. And, 1 and 2 go hand in hand. If you feel like your friends are in competition with you, or they're in a secret competition with you, anything good that you have going for yourself, like, it's kind of like the crabs in a barrel mindset, or people only want you to be successful, but not more successful than them. Number 3, your mother or father tells you that this person is not your friend, or express that they don't like this person. My mom literally has not missed yet when I've introduced her to a friend, or I've been confiding in her about some of my friendships, and she's pinpointed people that I wasn't going to have long-lasting relationships with, or that they were going to be a problem later on down the line, or we simply were no longer going to be friends. Number 4, the non-supportive friend. So with the non-supportive friend, you will notice that they are engaging with their other friends on social media, but when it comes to engaging with you, they're not engaging with you. They're giving a monitoring spirit. Like, they're in your views, not your likes, not your comments, but they constantly are in your views. Number 5, not openly communicating / bottling up emotions. I understand that communication isn't everybody's strong suit, but we're adults. At some point, you have to work through it and be open to communicating, or at least making a real genuine effort if you want to maintain and have, genuine, long-lasting relationships. Communication among comprehension is some of the most important things to help that friendship withstand the test of time. The ghosting act. The friend who disappears for weeks, months at a time and thinks it's okay, and then tries to pop up, and there's a difference, because across all of my friendships, I'm probably the strong friend, and I feel like people forget to check up on me genuinely. But I also have friends like that across some of my friends groups as well. So, we all hold each other accountable and try to really check in with each other. But I texted you 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I see you reposting TikToks. You're posting to your Instagram story every day, but you couldn't respond to my text. Just, ugh. The friendship feels one-sided. So you're always making the effort to go and see them. You're always making the plans. Energy is not being reciprocated. The energy you put out is not being, given back to you. Number 8, they treat you differently depending on if you guys are alone or you're around other people. I feel like in group settings, sometimes people will go out of their way to be, I've seen it with my own eyes, they will be dismissive or blatantly rude to their friend, and it gives weirdo energy. Number 9, you feel drained or emotionally, physically unwell after hanging out with this person. For me, this is a big one, because after I finish hanging out with any of my friends, I always feel revived, I've taken a breath of fresh air. I feel really good about myself. My spirits are lifted. I feel loved. I've never left my friends feeling drained. If you become physically unwell or you feel like crap after you hang out with someone, that is a tall tale sign that you don't need to be friends with that person anymore. But let me know in the comments some things that are signs for you guys that you have a bad friend.
So there's this post that went viral where a girl said that she ghosted her friend a year ago for borrowing her boyfriend's hoodie and not giving it back for a few weeks, as well as adding that boyfriend to her close friend's story. And then the other girl, the friend, responded and basically tried to debunk the reasons that she got ghosted. And the comment section is what I want to talk about. All of the people who either agree or disagree with one side of the friendship or the other. So I'm Kat. I am an individual and relationship therapist. I have degrees in interpersonal communication and counseling, and I'm going to talk to you about why I think most of the time ghosting sucks and you shouldn't do it. And first of all, when I'm talking about this, I am not talking about ghosting a person you went on a first date with. I am talking about ghosting people you have been friends with for 6 months or more, and someone who you have spent a significant amount of time with, someone who you have invested in your relationship with who is not you. Okay? And why I think that you should not ghost, the long and the short, is because if you ghost someone, you are not investing in long-term friendship, because investing in long-term friendship means that at some point you will have to have a difficult conversation and you will have to be clear about boundaries. And sometimes you may even argue with someone, but that can be healthy. And ghosting is more often than not actually a very passive, aggressive, and unhealthy response in relationships. It's like cold shouldering someone. It can be detrimental to your ability to form long-term friendships and relationships that last. Take this with a grain of salt. It's incredibly nuanced. But I saw people in the comments who are like, I am feeling gaslit by this girl's excuses. She should have known better that it was rude to borrow the boyfriend's sweater long term. Or she should have known better that she shouldn't add her boyfriend to the close friend story. Or she should have known better that when it comes to your friends' boyfriends, that you go through your friend. You know what? Maybe she should have. And also, maybe she didn't know better and it wasn't malicious. Just maybe. I know hear me out. I know you're like, it was probably malicious. You feel that way, and I understand why, because I've had people in my life who were friends who betrayed me by stealing partners who were obviously crappy partners, and thank good riddance, right? But of course I know this happens. And yet, that is not always why people are crossing social boundaries. Sometimes they don't understand it's a social boundary. And this is not a blatantly abusive boundary that this person has crossed. It's an invisible one. It's an invisible social boundary that was not necessarily explained to them. And some people do need things spelled out. And you have every right to be like, I don't want to invest in friendships with people who need my boundaries spelled out. You have every right to do that. But at some point, each and every single one of your friendships, you're going to have to negotiate and talk about your boundaries. Because if you don't express your boundaries, the subliminal ones that are kind of hard, like obviously touching people inappropriately without consent, that's an obvious boundary. But knowing whether or not you're allowed to like add a boyfriend to a close friend's story, and knowing that everyone's close friend's story has like a different, like some people, close friends is like 5 people. Some people, their close friend's story is everybody but their parents, just because they don't want their parents to see what they're posting. So there's so much morally gray area in these boundaries. And here's why I'm kind of on my like pedestal about this. High horse? I don't know. I'm not trying to be, but every long-term friendship that I have, we have cried it out together and talked with each other about things that we did that bothered us. Most of the time on girls' trips, vacations, that's where people really start to toe the line on boundaries, when you spend way too much time together. Every single one of those friends who I have cried it out with, duked it out with, who we have had to be like, you're being rude right now, or I don't like what's happening, those are the friendships that are golden. Those are my ride or dies. Those are the people that are going to be old ladies with me on the porch, because those are the people who know that they can tell me the hard stuff that they're feeling, and at the end of the day, we're still going to be friends, and it's going to be unconditional. And I do have many friends that I unconditionally love, who I know unconditionally love me back at different levels, you know, different layers of friendship. But if you want close long-term friends, you got to tell them how they make you feel. That's what intimacy is. Maybe she didn't want to be a long-term friend with this person. Maybe she found her to be annoying. Maybe she does this with other friends. Again, this isn't really about her. This is about all of us. At some point, when you want long-term relationships, whether it's with a romantic partner or with a friend, you're gonna have to tell someone what you want them to do according to your boundaries, so that they know where those tripwires exist. Not the obvious social constructs, but the subliminal ones. Those people you want to stick around for a long time are gonna have to know when they've upset you, so that they can make it right. I'm so thankful for every single one of my friends who has taken the time to tell me how I can be a better friend to them. I love them so much, and I am thankful for that investment, and I really hope that the generations after millennials learn to do this, because you deserve your ride or dies too.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. Okay, so go ahead and share your thoughts. But please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. Okay? So I really get what the last creator that stitched it was talking about, how as a friend you need to set boundaries and all that. I like 100%. I so love what she said, and I feel like she said most of the things I would want to say personally, because I personally have had friends that will be friends for like 28 years or so. I've had friends, even not more, maybe like 30 years. I have 2 friends, or 3 of us, that will be friends since 30 years or more. One of the things that has kept this friendship to where it is because, especially now that we're all grown women, we set our boundaries, we set it straight, like we call each other out on each other's BS, and that has helped the friendship. I feel like if you're in any form of relationship, friendship with anybody, set your boundaries straight. Let people know what you want, what you would take, what you won't take in that relationship, in that friendship, so they know exactly what to expect. So if they do something that they know will get you angry, they know like, this is just going to get that person, this is going to get angry, and this person does it repeatedly, then you know this person is just trying to trigger you. But if you don't communicate this with this person, then I don't see it being a long time friendship. Like I have always said it here on my channel, my circle is so small, but my circle is amazing, and that's because we are 100% with each other, and our boundaries are set straight. Like everybody knows their boundaries. I have this friend that even my husband look at our friendship, we're like, he can't understand how we can have such beautiful friendship. That's because we both understand and we both know each other's boundaries. We are so different. Not just her. The crazy thing is that me and my friend group, we are so different. Like, we're just like different things mixed in a pot together. But you see, the boundaries is just what keep us together. Like, we just know each other's boundaries, which we respect each other's boundaries and opinions and with lifestyle. We have different lifestyle, but we respect it, and that just make the friendship so beautiful that we can still be 100% real with each other without maxing our feeling. We can share our pain, our joy, and we're honestly happy with each other. So I'm really thankful. If any of my friends are watching this video, I just want to say I'm thankful for having you guys in my life. You guys know yourself. You're small and you know yourself. I'm really thankful for having you guys in my life because you guys have made having friendship very comfortable. I can be myself around you guys. I can say what I want to say, even though it may seem like really harsh or tense. You guys know it's coming from a good place. You get it? And you guys can do the same to me, which I do appreciate you guys. You guys keep me grounded, and I do appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'll move this video to something else. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Go ahead and share your thought, but please keep it respectful, okay? Go ahead and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.